This is part of a curbside pickup that I did yesterday. You can hardly see it because of the background, but it's a metal plant stand. Oop. So it's kind of rusty and crusty, which is what I like about it. I'm going to go ahead and put this dish in here and put some peanuts in and see what happens. So there it is. I'm going to just start off with the one dish. If they like it, we'll do the two. There's a theory that the squirrels might come and just knock the whole thing over too. So we'll see.
How you doing?
Oh my goodness, they're here already. The word is out. They're yelling.
Both of you don't know where they are.
Okay. So I think I'm still going to keep working through that little scrap box I have and some other magazine pages that are around me. Again, I'm just trying to use, the more I can use, the less I have to clean up when I decide to do my big overhaul. It's not going to be a big overhaul, who am I kidding? But, you know, when I go to clean up, I'll also have a better idea of what there is and where it is if I just keep using stuff up. I don't know what I'm saying. It's a big master plan, right? Okay, so I like the color of these gloves. I think I'm liking the golden look lately. I don't know that I want them to necessarily look like gloves. So maybe I will you know what, maybe what I'll do is I'll get a few things together first before I start slamming stuff down. So I had this masterboard that I started at one point, and I'm thinking, well, what if I do that? I have this one thing of stuff. Let's see what's in here, maybe. Can you see that? That's what I'm looking through. I won't make it the whole video, just letting you know what I'm doing here. That might be cool. That's all about Mammoth Cave. Oh, this is kind of a cool one. And there's a color I don't use a lot, but it's already showing up in here. See that? So maybe I'll use that. See, sometimes you don't know what you got. All right, I think that's probably played out. That's kind of cool. Maybe more. We'll see. I really, really want to use old pictures. Like pictures. Well, I'd like to use old pictures of people that I know, but then I think, you know, you're going to be destroying an old picture that's currently sitting in a box and has been dragged around from place to place for 50 years. But is, you know, I have this thing where, look at that, where I hesitate on that. So I have to get over that, or I have to plan and oh, it's got feathers on it. I don't know why. I hope those are not duck feathers. Okay, anyway. Yeah, maybe we'll take this front part of this card. So what was I saying? So of course, well, not of course, but for me, I have ended up with photos of people that I don't know. And that are actually like not related to myself or my husband. And I want to start figuring out a way to use them. It's just kind of a weird thing, isn't it? Over here, I'm just trying to get rid of any like straight edges that I don't really want. Because like the straight edge means that if I want to blend it, it's going to be difficult to blend and like make it part of the background. So I'm doing a rough rip tear. Maybe I'll now this little guy actually won't fit on it, so I'm going to move him because we don't want that one little ducky to be all alone. So let's cut him out. And, you know, who knows, maybe we can just overlap them. So I'm going to shade around this with something that will blend into the background. And this actually really kind of would lend itself to maybe like a watercolor edge. See, now that's a nice color for complementary. This gold. I'm actually looking for I don't know what I'm looking for actually. You know what? I think I'm gonna. That might be too yellow. I had a like a beige color. I don't know if it was a beige, but. And the thing with these inks is you can't tell what color they are from the side. All right, whatever. Whatever. Let's do this one. See, it doesn't look overly bright. There's that, and maybe I will do a little of this one. Is this dry yet? I want to try something. I want to try something. Yep. Now let's see, 50 cents for this stencil still in the package. So let's see if we can do anything with this. It's probably a pretty good waste of ink to do it this way, but that's okay. Yeah. You don't know until you know. Well, I probably wouldn't do it like that again, but something to keep in mind. Okay. Let's see. We want to put you here, right? It's like the paper's repelling it, or maybe it's just because it's like not a straight out color. It's a, I don't know, metallic? I don't know. All right, let's see. Now this one I think I am going to use along the edge. So I'm not going to cut that one edge. I'm going to do like that. All right, I'm going to start. And we'll see where it goes. think I'm going to save this for another time because I forgot about it. And well, I'm not sure how to use it now, so there you go. I forget things as soon as I think of them, so I'm thinking I want to push this back a little bit because I'm losing the focal point of that. So I'm going to do this. Alrighty, I'm not sure what else I want to do. Let's see, what else do I have? What else do I have that would go well? Now, let me look in. I have this one old book here. And I think if I find something, the pictures will mesh pretty well. There's a lot of photos, but then there are like drawings. Excuse me.
Let's see pictures.
All right, so the one thing I might do is I might let this dry and give myself time to think about what else can be done. Good morning. I've been thinking about this stinking page since I went to work yesterday. Thinking about how I picked out colors and then I covered them up, and I told you I forget things as soon as I say them. So here's some blue coming back, but I had that nice shot with the golden gloves. They weren't golden gloves, they were just gloves that had a golden sheen to it. And people say, you know, that doesn't matter because it's there and you know it's there and it comes through a little bit, and yeah, it might, but and it's funny how if you leave something, you kind of process it all day. So I'm thinking of maybe just giving the impression of a sky up here. Maybe with different watercolors. Look what I found. I found them in the kitchen this morning. Now him I'm going to cut because I was looking at this duck and I lost an awful lot because I rough cut it and I never trimmed it. It kind of looks cute right there next to that flower. And then these I can So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I want to do blues and whites. So I'm going to start with this. And obviously there's no whites in the watercolor dish, but oops, sorry. All right, now see, I had that nice color up there. It's going. Maybe I could put some type of phrase up top and that'll break that up. Or maybe just a little bit of white. Can my excuse be that I don't have my glasses on? I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay, so I actually like how this came out, the sky. So I'm going to leave that. And then I was thinking of lining this. I just don't know whether I should be lining it lighter or darker. So like here's the brown, right? I think that's the way to go. Oh, I have this down here. I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not. I think I will because it grounds it a little bit. I think you can see what I'm doing. And maybe I was going to do it in a different color, but maybe I'll just do it all in dark and see what happens, right? Right. And then maybe just use this tiny. This little guy might need a little something too. I'm going a little gentler here, if you will. Just because when you have that line, it's hard to see right here. I have that sharp line. It's hard to diffuse it. So, and then this I'm gonna just try and match the bucket a little more. And then maybe over here I'll do a little bit of the dark. Let's see. Do the green first. Okay. Now over here is very wet. I like that. It's gonna sound stupid. I need a brush that's a little scrubbier. You would look at this brush and you would think it was shot, but it's scrubby. It helps to push the stuff around. Oh, that looks pretty good. Now I'm thinking just trying to give him a little bit of brightness. I think this is working. That and little ducky mouth. Look how nice and bright he looks. Maybe that's what he needed. This is almost like an overpainting, like when you paint over a picture. I want to see. There's that. Now I need like a palish. I don't really have a palish pink. Oh, let's do this. Excuse me. Oh, I kind of like that. Now the paper is starting to get a little broken up, so I don't want to go too far with this. I just want to hit. I kind of like how that last thing brightened everything up. I still want a word in here too, so let me look around. Oh, let me find a word I like. What could it be? Who knows? What do you think about this? Might not. Bliss? You see how it's kind of, yeah, I'm going to do that. Let's see. Okay. I don't know if the glue will work on this because everything's so... See, so now I just said how I like the clouds, right? And then what am I going to do? I'm going to cover them up. But maybe I can recreate them a little on top of this. It's a fine line between knowing when to stop and to keep going. Like, before I watercolored everything, I was ready to just can this, and now I'm like re-energized over it. I'm going to just use a smooth cap here to burnish this down. Kind of. It looks like I just used it to wrinkle it up. Alright, that's okay. And this, because it's lumpy. Okay, now, what did I do before? I put a little white down. I'm using a little more white because I want it to be pale, pale. Should almost be like white with a little bit of gray maybe, and then some blue. Just a little bit. Ah, okay. And then blue. Very little blue because I don't know. It's probably already too late. I'll end up with a huge glob. Let's try that. Let's try it, shall we? Yes, the gray has taken over. Oh, wait. Might be happening. I don't even know if you can see this. I'm sitting here. You couldn't see it. It's very exciting. Huge blob of gray all over everything. Kind of like a little bit of the white peeking out. Now that I said that, I'll probably cover it up because that seems to be what I do. All right. There's a pretty cat outside going meow, meow. I'm looking for where I can use up this color since I have so much of it. I think maybe what I need is just some plain old white now. Just smear around. We got a bird outside that he doesn't sound super happy. I'm going to call this done because I'm going to keep going and then I'm going to get mad. We are done. Wouldn't it be blissful to just paddle around in a bucket of water with your friends? I hope you have a great day. I'm going to take this paint. I'm going to go smear it on something else. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.